Good morning, students. In this module, we will cover the data frame attributes and how to assign and copy a data frame to another data frame object. Clear? In this slide, you can see I have created a dictionary with name rec and 4 keys are there: name, physics, chemistry, maths. And I have created a data frame with name 11. It means the frame 11th will be created, and columns are name, physics marks, chemistry and maths marks. Clear? You know that dictionary keys will become the column labels in my data frame. You all know that this is the rule. Now my frame is created with 4 columns and I have printed this print 11th. After that I have written the code 12th A equal to 11th. You can see that 12th A equal to 11th. It means I have created a new frame 12th A and assign the existing frame 11th in it. It means you can see that 12th A and 11th now both have the same contents, because I am assigning a variable to another variable. As you know that if you assign the variable one variable to another, it means both have the same value. Now you will see next what I have done. 12th A chemistry equal to 87, 89, 98, 99, 90. Now you can see that I have updated the chemistry column with values, new values 87, 89, 98, 99, 90. Previously the values you can check that 77, 87, 98, 87 and 96. After that I have printed the frame 12th A and 11th. You can check. I will show you the output in the next slide. When I have assigned this frame to another data frame object 12th A and updated any column, what will happen? I will show you in the next slide. Next code you will see that 12th B equal to 11th dot copy. Clear? If you assign like this 11 dot copy is a method. If you use the copy method for assigning to another data frame object like 12th B, and I updated the column chemistry again 77, 99, 88, 95, 85. Now you can see that I have again printed the 12th B and 11th frame. Clear? Now go to the next slide. This is my frame 11th. First on the top you can see name, physics, chemistry and maths. 4 columns are there. Records are Rajiv, Mayank, Aditi, Diksha, Kuldeep. After assignment you can see the output on the left side box, and after copy the output you can see on the right side box. Record of class 12th you can see, and record of class 11th, both frame I have printed in front of you. You can see that in both the frames chemistry marks are same. It means when we assign the data frame to another data frame object, suppose 12th A equal to 11th I have done, and I have made the changes in 12th A chemistry, then you can check that the same changes will be reflected in my 11th frame also. It means when we assign the data frame to another data frame object, the same changes will be reflected to another also. It means both the data frame object point to the same data frame. Whatever change we do in the 11th, the same changes will be affected in the 12th A also. But on the right side box you can see that when we use the copy function 12th B equal to 11th dot copy, in the previous slide you have seen the code. You can see that when I have changed the chemistry marks in 12th B, the change cannot be reflected to class 11th frame. You can see that both the chemistry marks are different. On the right side box you can see, it means when we use the copy method to assign the data frame to another, the changes will not be reflected because both the data frames now point to different memory location. When you make some changes in 11, that same change will not be reflected in the 12th B, and whatever changes you will do on the 12th B will not reflected in the 11th frame. Clear? This is, we can say that on the left side box it is the true copy of the data frame. Clear? Now next topic is data frame attributes. You can see on this slide, data frame attributes are the different attributes through which we can display the different information from the data frame. We can extract the information from the data frame, because as you know that in data frame we have different type of we can say that we have different parts of the data frame, like index part, column part, values part, rows we can say, columns we can say, axis we have, data type we have. So all these things, if we want to segregate, we want to display separately any part of the data frame, then we use the attributes. Now first is index. First attribute I am discussing is index. Index will display the row label. Index means row label of the data frame. When you use the index attribute, then row label of the data frame will be displayed. This attribute is used to display the labels written in front of the rows. If you have mentioned the row index like S1, S2, S3 in front of the rows, then that will be displayed. If you have not given the index while creating the data frame, then 0, 1, 2, 3 by default these indexes will be displayed. Next is column. Column of the data frames, when we use the attribute columns, column label of the data frame will be displayed. Like in the previous slide we have the column labels name, physics, chemistry, like this. Third attribute is axis. Axis in data frame, as you know that data frame is two-dimensional. It means we have the two axes, one is 0 and another is 1. So both the axes will be displayed, 0 as well as 1. Next, D type. D type will display, D type means data type. Return the data type of the data in the data frame. It returns what data type it has taken, like name, physics marks, chemistry marks. You can see name is the text column, so Python Panda will display the data type object for this. If the data type is non-fractional, it display int 32 or int 64. If the data type is decimal fractional type, then it display float 64, like this. Clear? Size. Then size means size return an int representing number of element in this object. If we have 4 rows and 4 columns like in my data frame, then size of the data frame is 16. Clear? Next attribute is shape. You can see shape will display a tuple that represent the dimensionality of the data frame. Like we have 4 rows and 4 columns, it means shape will be 4, 4. It is written in round bracket. Tuple is written in round bracket. Values return the numpy representation of the data frame. It display whatever data values are stored in the data frame in the form of numpy representation, array representation. Next is empty. Empty attribute returns true if the database doesn't contain anything. It is empty, nothing is there, not a single value is there. And if any single value is there, then it returns false. It means my data frame is not empty, it contains something. Next is ndim. Ndim returns, ndim means n-dimensional dimension. It means it gives you the number that how many axes we have, because dimension relate to the axis. Data frame is two-dimensional, it means my dimension of the data frame is 2. Next is T. T is the transpose. Transpose means, as you studied in mathematics, transpose of matrix, it means rows interchange to column and column interchange to rows. Now how these attributes we will use practically, you can see the practical examples in next slide. First, this slide contain the code for creating a data frame. For sample data frame I have created. Suppose import pandas as PD, I have imported the library and given the alias PD. Data equal to, I have used the collection or dictionary inside the list. You can see how many keys I have used: physics, chemistry, maths. Then second dictionary contain chemistry, physics. Third dictionary contain chemistry, maths, physics. It means to overall we have 3 keys. Clear? It means 3 columns will be formed in my data frame. Now next I have created the data frame. df equal to pd dot data frame, data comma columns equal to math comma chemistry comma physics comma index equal to 10 comma 11 comma 12. It means index will displayed on the row side. Row side there are 3 index, 10, 11, 12, 3 records we have, and on the column side math, chemistry and physics. Then I have printed this data frame in front of you. Next, go to this next slide. Now I am using these attributes which you have studied in the last slides. First is print df dot index. Index attribute will display, you can check 10, 11, 12. Because of the row side you can see 10, 11, 12 index is there. So I get the output list of index inside the square bracket. D type equal to int 64, because my indexes are numeric 10, 11, 12. It means data type of the index is int 64. Next I have used df dot columns. Columns you can check maths, chemistry, physics. It means you will get a list of index on the column side, math, chemistry and physics. And d type is object, because these are the text labels. Next is print df dot axis. Axis will display both the axes. You can check int 64, 10, 11, 12. First list, this is the row side index, and second is math, chemistry, physics. D type is object. It means df dot index will display both index, row indexes as well as column indexes. But first 2 line code you can check, index will display only indexed, column will display only columns, and df dot axis will display both side collectively. Next is df dot d type. You can check df dot d type. D type means data type. We have 3 columns, maths, chemistry, physics. It means 3 data types you will get: maths float 64, chemistry int 64, physics int 64. Maths contain decimal value because one value is missing, and this is a rule that when one value is missing inside the frame or column, then other values will converted to float. Clear? Next is print df dot shape. Shape will display dimensionality. 3 rows, 3 columns are there, so it display in the tuple form in the round bracket 3 comma 3. Next is next slide, df dot values. Values will display the numpy representation. You can see how the 2D array will be displayed. You all know that 98.90.78 point means it show the float representation, and if it is 0 in front, it means no decimal is there, it will show 98 point. Like print df dot empty. My data frame is not empty, so it display false because it contain values. Next data frame attribute is df dot ndim. Ndim means number of dimensions. In data frame you all know that it is 2 dimensional, so ndim will display 2. And the last attribute is df dot t. T is the transpose of the data frame. Transpose means row interchange to column and column interchange to row. Now you can check math, chemistry, physics will become the row, and 10, 11, 12 will become the columns. Clear? I hope you clear all the attributes of the data frames and how to assign and copy the data